If you haven't heard, myself and the crew over at my podcast, The Pro Audio Suite, have collaborated with Centrance to create our very own audio interface that's specifically designed for voiceover actors. It's called the Passport VO, and it is an amazing product that we want to bring to the world, but we cannot do it without reaching a special goal. We have to have pre-sold 100 units in order for Centrance to put this product into production. I'll tell you, there are just no audio interfaces that check every single box that's really important to a voiceover actor. And this thing also replaces multiple pieces of gear in a studio, like a mic mute switch, a mic switcher. So you have the ability to switch between two microphones at any time with the press of a button, each one of them at the right gain. It has two audio interfaces inside the box. So one is dedicated to recording, and the other one dedicated to communications like Zoom and Source Connect. You can do playbacks, it's all built in. Head over to centrance.com/passportvo if you're interested in picking up one. Thanks for listening, everybody. This is George the Tech. I hope you have a great one.
George the Tech.
Hi, I'm Joe, product specialist for AMS Neve, and we're here at the NAMM Show 2023, demoing some of our exclusive and premier gear. We've got two of our consoles that we sell to the big studios around the world. We've got the 8424 and we have the Genesis Black behind me. But we have also a few new releases and new products that came out over the past couple of years. The first one is the Neve 88M. Now this is our 2-channel audio interface, and this uses 2 transformer balanced preamps from the 88R console. So you're getting a very, very high quality preamp in this device. It's a USB output, so using USB 3 protocol, class compliant, so it can plug into any Mac without the need for a driver, or with Windows devices, it's a driver that we produce, but it's class compliant, plug and play, and bus powered. That's the most important thing. So this is the ideal portable device for high quality recording wherever you are.
Tell me a little bit about the monitoring. It's got a little bit of monitoring control in there. What can you do?
So we have a monitor control here. This is based on the 88R console monitor pot. It also has a center detent, which is quite unique. So it gives you an optimal listening level where you can calibrate your monitor system. We have 2 TRS outputs to feed into loudspeakers for your studio. And on the front, we also have a headphone output as well. And we have several latency-free monitoring options. So you can scroll through direct monitoring, which would be ideal for a stereo mic situation. A mix, which would be ideal for a stereo mic blended with the stereo DAW. Then just the DAW feed. And then the last one is the mono mix, which is great for voiceovers or single vocal applications. So you have one microphone straight down the middle in mono, but the DAW feed is in stereo, blended behind. So ideal latency-free monitoring solutions. There's nothing complex with this device. It's just a high-quality audio interface and mic pre that's designed to work instantly anywhere you are. So underneath here, we have the 8801 channel strip. Now this is an extremely powerful unit. This is basically the same channel strip that we have on the world famous 88RS console. So that's the console that's used in Abbey Road, Capitol Studios, all of the top facilities around the world. Now what we have with this is we have front and rear connections, so you could plug it into a patch bay in your studio, or you could just go straight in at the front, so nice and convenient inputs. A very high quality preamp, the same that we have on the 88M above, and also the same that we have on the 88RS console. So it's a transformer balanced pre, but it doesn't add too much coloration, just a nice amount of that warm body that you need for a vocal. Plenty of preamp controls here, independent filtering, high and low pass. Then just to the right we have a VCA-based compressor which goes all the way up to limiting circuit with full gain makeup, fast attack and release times. Underneath we have a gate expander as well that has a hysteresis control, which is quite a unique control nowadays on gate expanders.
Can you explain that real quick? Every time I see that control, I'm like, I don't quite get it.
So what hysteresis does is it sets a different threshold for when the gate opens to which it closes. So you could allow a little bit of the tail off through and then close the gate at a later point. So it stops that chattering sound that you can sometimes get when you have a very quick release time on a gate. Really good for vocal applications. And this can also be flipped into ducker mode. So if you're doing anything for radio and you want to turn this into a ducker, you can do that way. Independent metering for gain reduction for the compressor and for the gate as well. And then in the center here we have this audio routing section. So we have these processing blocks. We have the dynamic section, we have an audio insert, which is a balanced insert at the back, so that could be an external compressor or something else, and then the EQ here. You can activate any of these into the chain, and you can also change the order. So if I want to put the EQ before the compressor or vice versa, I can do that. Now, over to the right, we have a fully parametric EQ. This is independent of the high and low pass filters we mentioned before, so fully parametric 4-band EQ, really powerful, great for scooping out any frequencies that you don't want, or just for toning, creating a nice tonal mix. And then over to the right, we have the output fader. Now this runs all the way from -infinity through to +10, just like the fader on a console. So effectively you have an entire channel strip here based on the 88RS console. So this is a really, really powerful unit for voiceover work or for any application.